Hey, Joan's with us. All right. Thanks, Joan. Hey, Carla. Is Glenn with you, Carla? Bear with me a second. I'm running a little behind today. Do we have any requests for any certain diamond pins this week? Anything anybody wants to see? Something they know is left over from the drop? Holy cow. Bunch of people in already. Debbie, Joan, Brian, Darren, Marquetta, Ashley. Hey, something green. Something green. Something green. Ah, I have something green. How about this? I'm trying to put together a little secret for you all, and I'm a little bit behind. Bear with me just a minute. You'll think it's the coolest thing since a pocket on a shirt, if it works. Might not work. Yikes. This should work. Okay, we'll let that set. Something in green. If that'll work for you, Ashley, then we'll make it. We haven't made any sea glass in a while. The last one I think we made was blue. We can make a green sea glass all day long. For those that make the Apollo and the Artemis kits, I went ahead and got out a guide that we printed this week. They're going out to a few members this week. If you would like one, hit me up. We can print you one as well. But what it does is it holds the drill bits, and you can use your tape measure or your caliper, not tape measure, your calipers, and all your measurements are already on there. You can mark the bits, and you have a point of reference as well if you have a lathe with a DRO. They're super handy. Super, super handy. Wicked inspired blanks like pink and green. You know, I made some Wicked for another group that I was involved with last year around this time. I'll have to see if I can find any pictures of them, Brian. I'll make some more like it. I made some Wizard of Oz and made a couple different, themed blanks. They always turn out well. We need a 7/32 blank for this. This week I switched to a keyless drill chuck. And I tell you what, I couldn't be happier. I've been using it the last couple of days. And I've always kept it on my metal lathe, but I'll have to get another one for the metal lathe. It's too handy. One less tool to keep in the drawer so I don't have to keep the keyed chuck over there. Holy cow. That'll get some wobble to it. Well, that's the case. Let's switch to a color chuck. See if we get that to go away. If you all remember, last week we used the Kita dye system to dye the inside of an Apollo pen black. I actually have that one to turn this week too. I'm going to glue the hardware in just a second. But I wanted to get the diamond pen drilled and answer any questions anybody has. We have blue, turquoise, orange, yellow, pink, green, black, totally clear. We have sea glass in a bunch of colors. Yeah, the Momo pen is gorgeous, Steve. Great job. Blue is the best. Ha! The hits on just keep on coming. maybe in the blank may have a little distortion. It does. We'll just have to make it work. Yep, it'll be fine. We'll turn it out. Yeah, sea glass makes gorgeous diamond pens. The blue is really, really pretty. Probably one of my favorite. We have a bunch of custom color mixes too, but those are the ones that I think I have purple as well. All right. Diamond pen build up. Put our bushings in it. Steve, where do we get our bushings from? tbcbushings.com. Wow, that one's way out of center. We'll make that in a little skinnier. Yeah, neon green's pretty nice too. Okay. Thank you to all the competitors that are trying out for this month's competition. This month's Pen Maker Showcase should be pretty nice. Should be very nice. Okay. Let's glue in our body and cap insert for this. I always like to put the body one in first. And we're about to see how black and how well that stuff works. Remember what I also like to do, just so that the cap body don't get stuck together, is I wax the body and the cap pieces so that there's no chance that CA glue accidentally sticks them together. So go ahead and put my body insert. Ah, must not have got enough glue on there, or I didn't wait long enough. We'll try again. Almost like it doesn't want to stick against that key to die. That's the first I've ever used it, so you all are seeing the same reaction I'm getting. May not work. We can try this. We can try to hose this piece with some accelerator. This piece, we'll shove it in. We'll see what happens. Grabbing dinner real quick. All right. Hey, Teeny's stateside too. That's right. Let's let that blush up with the wax comments already, huh? By golly, I'll tell you what, that worked. So, for future reference, if you use the key to die and you have an issue that the CA glue doesn't want to set up against it, you can put the die in, pose your mandrel or your insert with CA activator, and then shove it in the hole. We're going to do the same on this side if we have to. So we want to line this up as best as we can. We know that this was the bottom and this was the bottom. If we look, this pattern should line up right there, and it does. Typically, I have that drilled deep enough. Doesn't look like it. So what we can do to make sure that we set it up correctly is we can put this back in our chuck, let it spin and tighten up, put this in here. Might be the Kita die might be just enough buildup that it's keeping them from going all the way in. So this is why it's important to do this before you glue something together. We take our chuck out, put this up against it, and we can force it on there, and we'll make it match. And then we know that it's deep enough. It's kind of like using a pin press. And it worked. Let me try a different cap. I think that was one of the caps that had an issue with it. Yeah, that's one of the ones that had an issue. Let me get a different cap. Okay, that's why it helps sometimes to have multiples of a kit in case you need parts. Everybody having a good evening? How's the weather? I know here it's been hot and muggy. Anyone else having that issue? Doesn't want to slip in there. That key to die is taking up some space. Normally the bullseye kits go right together. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So now we have this made up. Hot in California, Southern California. Ah, Steve's on bad behavior, huh? Because she's not around. Aha. Steve thinks he can get away with it. She's gonna find out, Steve. You're gonna get it. Okay. So in the essence of time, let's take this back out. Come on. Okay. We'll put our diamond pin in there. Put our live center. Okay. Here we go. Let me get a drink if you bear with me a second. She's on her way. You bet. That's it. Steve's gonna get it. Steve is about to get it. Haha. Here we go. We have something else special to show you all this evening. It was sent to me by the company that makes it and by an anonymous subscriber. So we'll see. Okay, we'll polish it up. Kind of a different shape for us, but I wanted to do something different being it was clear. Okay, so I was sent this by an anonymous subscriber and the shop that makes it, and I was so blown away at the generosity of both parties that I agreed to use it on the YouTube live this evening. This comes from a company called Third Gen Pen Shop and So Amusing. So is SEW, and it's called the Lathe Buddy. I was sent this in green, or not green, sorry, gray and purple, and then they have an XL size as well. You could use whatever size you wanted. I like the purple is my favorite. I like purple. Burgundy is my favorite color, but I like purple a lot. Probably because it's close to burgundy, right? But it's magnetic, so it sticks on the lathe bed. It's super handy. And we're going to use it with our pine pink sanding station. Let me grab it off the shelf over here. And we'll polish it up. So it can be put in the washing machine. It's easy cleanup. It's waterproof on the other side, so you don't get all the moisture on the lathe bed when you're wet sanding. I thought, what an ingenious product. And you are seeing it the first time I've seen it, the first time I've used it. I've not used it before this evening. Got a little tag on here. Let me put that up there. I will put the tag for them in our Facebook group tomorrow, and I'll try to add it back to this live with some comments later. And they're out of Mount Airy, Maryland. And I thought, wow, what a great product. And I was blown away at the generosity that somebody thought enough to send us something like this. And the shop wouldn't charge the customer, and they sent it on their behalf as well. So I would say that it's going to work well. It's well made. It's well sewn. You know, my grandpa taught me to sew at a young age. Before he was a coal miner, he was an upholsterer. So he knew how to sew. So he taught all of us how to sew. I've made canvas bags for anything we've needed, hem pants, sew about anything else we need. So seeing something this well made and well stitched, I was impressed. It's a neat little product, and it should work really, really well. Third Gen Pen Shop, and So Amusing. I believe the lady I've been dealing with, her name is Marquetta. Did I say that right, or Marquita? I'm not sure. I don't want to say that wrong. I apologize. Hey, Denise is with us. Hey, Denise. Thanks for joining. Hit the like button. Yeah, low viewers this week. It's back to school season. It's understanding. You need one of those. I was meant to buy one at Mate, but ran out of money. Craig says he has one. Dario. Marquetta. Yeah, there we go. Third gym, pen shop, and so amusing. Yep, she was. She said she would join us this evening. I told them I would gladly give them a shout out. I thought it was a well made, wonderful product. And on their behalf and whoever their anonymous subscriber was that was going to send this, thank you as well. I'm excited to try it out here. Roman with us too. Yeah, Roman's there as well. There you go. I believe Momo found a link. Momo is our resident assistant slash sharpshooter slash moderator slash awesome slash she knows how to hit the eject button. She does a lot of great things for us, and we're blessed to have her. Oh, look at that. See, that would have been water that made it onto the lathe. Saves the surface of my lathe. It's awesome. This one is gray, and I have two purples. One looks like the width of the lathe, and one bigger one, which will work great because I have a Grizzly G766 lathe that is much, much bigger, and it should work well for that. My wife and Tyler like to help polish from time to time, and it should work well. I'm thankful very much. We'll see if we can get you one, Steve. See if we can get them. I'll get a link for later on as well. I will put it up in our Facebook group as well for you all to check it out. Sorry, Denise, I have been busy. I apologize. I did get your cardinal blank that you asked me for. It came in the mail yesterday, so hopefully I get it made this week. Hey, Roman, is it Marquetta or Marquita? I don't want to say it wrong, and I don't want to keep saying it wrong. Dead. Oh, you like the green? Yeah, you guys will be at MOPPTG, right? Mid Ohio Valley Pin Hunters Gathering. I will be there as well. I'll be sure to come over and say hi and shake hands and thank you in person. I think it's a wonderful product. Momo got somebody gone. Momo doesn't miss. Who was the sharpshooter, Steve? Jaron Mikulek. Need some more green. Hey, you asked for something green. Ha! Momo got him. No worries. Roman and I keep saying that. I don't want to say it wrong. Marquetta. Do you all do custom embroidery on these? Is that something that's an option? Is that something I can get done or get made or get added? The world is full of them. I took care of a bunch of prisons over the years. I assure you there's no shortage of rude people. I'll reach out to you after the live and see about getting a custom one made. If that's something you all do. Thank you so much. And the beauty of it is when they're dirty, they're machine washable. Hey, Michelle. It's almost the thickness of a Sharpie right here on the end. I'll measure that to make sure, but it's probably just about a half inch on that one end. All right, let's slow this down and take a look at it. Just a little bit of work here and then. Yeah, it definitely does, Rosalind. That's a reference that I don't hear much, but and I don't know that a lot of people know what that looks like, but yes, it would. Yeah, absolutely, Darren. I can see this being used for a lot of things. Super handy. Yeah, very similar, Glenn. Thank you very much, Third Gen Pen Shop, and so amusing. Thank you for the gift, and thank you whoever the anonymous user was as well, or anonymous subscriber. Thank you to both parties. What a wonderful gift. And I could even put the extra one down here, catch any water that gets on the bench. A lot of uses. Thanks, Roman. I'll reach out to you again after the live. It may be late, so maybe tomorrow if that works better for you. Put a second one under the lathe. That's a good idea. It's a wonderful product. Thank you again for sending it, and whoever the member was. I'll be reaching out to purchase a couple now that I've used it. And I will tag you every week when we use it as well. Thank you again. Look at that. We may have garnered a few sales already. Okay, let's get through the rest of them. So I've got an idea for something that I want to do on the live. I didn't have time this week to test it, so we're going to test it right on the live as soon as we get this one finished. What a handy little product. Such a simple yet genius design. Yes, yeah, Brian, I have this size, and they have one that's a little skinnier, but longer. I apologize, you can't really tell the size. And then I have one that's double the size that's underneath of this one, double in length and in width. Oh, I don't want to get that in there. Rough material in there. Sorry. Not quite there yet, actually. There's a little bit further to go. Roman or Marquetta, did you all happen to go to the DC Pin Show by chance? If you did, I apologize. I didn't see you there. We are getting clear now. Look at that. I can see the water running through the paper. And we still have a couple grits to go. So, Do I need to make a drop of sea glass available this week? For those of you that are pen makers and you're making bespoke pens and you want to have an ink window, these in multiple different colors make beautiful ink windows to match your pens. Do you offer custom embroidery? I have a really nice idea that I'd like to do if you offer that. Of course, for a pen maker, it's a great idea to keep several on hand. RRS Penco made a green pen that won 1 month, and I purchased it from him because I liked the blank, I liked his material, I liked his layout, and he used a green piece of sea glass for an ink window. Actually, I have several fountain pens from members of the group. If you all would like, I can post some pictures tomorrow and do a Facebook group and shout out to the different makers that we have purchased from. This with gold flake in it is also gorgeous. We make this with gold flake and it is stunning. Yeah, just water in the bottle. Ha! Rosalind, what color do you want to see? I'll make some available this week. How about I just make 6 of each color and we'll try to do a post for Thursday. Thursday or Friday. Do we want to see Fordite Friday come back? I feel like Fordite lost its touch for a little while, but now it's coming back around. If you want to see some Fordite on Friday, we can do Fordite Friday as well. The reason I clean it in between each grit is because it will be super clear. You want to have no leftover debris from the previous sandpaper, the previous paper. You probably do, Darren. Yep. It is crystal clear. There will be absolutely no clarity issues whatsoever. Yeah, Steve's got a box on his way. Okay, last one. Here we go. Lathe is at full speed. very light pressure. You know, my travel back from the DC, and I got to meet Brian Dugan, who made the bottle openers with the cue balls, or pool balls, billiard balls. What an awesome maker, you guys. Absolutely great talent, great personality. Glad to have known him for so long, and incredibly grateful to meet him in person. I got to meet a couple other people at the DC show. Craig Cave, Craig goes by Craig Gotthard. I met him at the DC show. I was helping out a good friend of mine, TriStar Studios, Scott Lewis, W. Scott Lewis. He runs TriStar Studio. I spent some time with him and helped him set up and hung out at his booth for a little while and gave him some assistance. He makes some incredibly amazing and talented pens. Some of his pens are wooden that are lined in resin. His talent is unreal. Some beautiful, beautiful stuff. Check him out. I'll put some links to some other makers. Darren that's in the group, I didn't get a chance to meet him, but Darren has a page. I'll try to get a link set up with all the pages, or a page set up with all the links, and see if we can't start keeping some files and links in the group for reference for later on for anyone. Hey, Nicole. Okay, let's wax it up. What an awesome, awesome setup. I like this a lot. You know, it's got some moisture and some dampness, but yet dry underneath. And I set the other one up to catch excess that was running over. What a great setup. You get a lot of questions as to what kind of wax this is. Let me clean this off so that you all can see what kind of wax it is. Maybe I'll just have to tell you. Wax is built up pretty good. Built up really good. Even the alcohol didn't want to take it off there. Here we go. McGuire's Gold Glass. Tom should be joining us at some point. He said he would be a little late. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Doug. Okay. There was a clean spot on our rag. Nicole's son is actually competing, as well as Nicole, this month in the competition. He will be the youngest competitor this month. And I don't think you'll ever need to worry about going easy on him because he's young. I've seen some of what he's turned, and he's really talented early, very naturally talented. Turning comes very natural to him. What do we want to see, Steve? 4 coats, 5 coats, 10 coats, 2 coats? Darren, I apologize if my finishing techniques are rudimentary. Hopefully we can get a clear finish on this. The ends may be a little frosted from where the bushings are inside of there. I don't have a way to polish inside the bushing area. Okay, let's put the last coat on. I will use Steve's favorite phrase. Let's let that blush up. What a handy tool. I will be sure to use some more. I met Doug at the MOVPTG last year, Mid-Ohio Valley Pen Turners Gathering. Doug drove all the way up from North Carolina. Hey, thank you, Marquetta. Steve says he gives it a 10. Okay, looks kind of crusty, kind of bland, kind of dirty. Let's see if we can solve that. What do we call that, Steve? ASMR? Ready? Oops. Switch AirPods here. Okay. If you do a good finish and you put in the time and you figure out something that works with you, you'll be proud of the results. You could turn a very amazing shape, but if you don't put in the time for finish, all your efforts are wasted. And as you can see, this is crystal clear, no blemish, no dirt, no air. It's as clear as glass. It is in radioactive green. Spend more time, Steve. Watch the YouTube video. Use it as a reference. They will come out that clear. Oh, I'm sorry I missed you last year. Oh, nice. Thanks, Doug. It'll be good to see you again. Steve, and I guess a couple others are going to make it too. And sounds like Roman will be there. It is crystal clear, and this is what we call radioactive green. We offer it in blue, pink, orange, yellow, all different kinds of colors. Clear and smooth as silk. You got them. Thanks, Denise. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Teeny. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, like uranium. Hey, Darren, we're going to change the name of it. That's a great idea. We're going to call it uranium glass instead of radioactive green. What did Momo say there? I'll save you a spin. It's mine. Thank you, Marquetta. Okay. Darren just renamed it uranium glass. I'll try to see if I can't work on a little rig that would polish the ends as well. And we'll try to get them crystal clear on one. You could probably put a little wax in there and spin it, and it might work. We'll see. We'll try sometime. But somebody should be happy with that. Then it's got a nice ergonomic shape. This is for a nice long finger rest. Thanks, Roman. You need a blue. Hey, Palm. What do I need to ship to Darren? It's right around the same time. It's usually the last weekend in July, first weekend of August. Oh, hey, Brian. Yeah, it looks like uranium glass. It's crystal clear and it is smooth as silk. Hey, Patrick. Thanks, Stephanie. It is crystal clear. Hey, thanks, Debbie. Like I said, it's a different shape for us. Oh, yeah, no diamond pin either, but my wife does, but she has several. This end's a little fatter. Hey, Palm, how's my finish? Is it any good to pass the Palm test? I mean, you can clearly see my hand through it. Does it pass the Palm test? If you are a pen maker that makes fountain pens and you're looking for something for a demonstrator and you have the ability set up to do internal polishing, they turn out absolutely gorgeous internal polished. Okay, so here's another experiment that I want to try, and you all get to see it firsthand. I don't know if it'll work. It might not, but we're going to try it. This is a prototype. This will be the very first one. The next one I'll do a little bit of finish on, and I will do a better blank glue up. But I was trying to get finished in a hurry and not get noticed. So, here we go. This looks like a diamond pen, and it is. Okay, here we go. We can remove our lathe buddy, which I'm very, very grateful for. Thank you again to whoever sent them, and Roman and Marquetta. I hope to God I'm not butchering that and it's not Marquita. So welcome. I like your play on words. It's a sign of great intelligence. is the very first one that I know of, and this is purely a prototype, so that's why it's in a white. In the past, I've done most of my prototyping in clear so that I can see inside, but I don't want to give this one away. So that's why it's in white. Hey, Roddy. Nope, it's just straight white. It's not pearl. It's like ivory, white. And it will polish like ceramic. It will have very much a ceramic look when it's finished. Okay. You kind of got to be mindful of the design there. You'll see why in a little bit. This is going to be a very basic shape, and you'll see why once you see the experiment finished. And like I said, this is the very first time. I intended on trying to work on it beforehand, but due to some circumstances that we recently have overcome, didn't have much time to work on it. So we're going to work on it right now. You all get to see it the first time I get to see it. Should be pretty wild. Okay. I will reach out to you. Thanks. Thanks, Roman. Thanks very much. The blush up is to let the wax harden up. If you notice, it's a little clear when we first put it on. It's very thin. It's kind of slimy. And by meaning blush up is we let it air harden, essentially. And in return, it gives the wax a little bit more grit to polish with. And that's where we come up with blush up. It just turns like a blush color, as opposed to being as clear and slimy or clear and slick. Okay, back to our lathe buddy. Thanks to our friends over at Third Gen Pen Shop. What an amazing but simple yet effective setup. I really like it. Congrats to them for figuring it out and promoting, and works well. Great product. Like with car wax. Yes, absolutely. That's actually car wax that we use, Jenny. Nah, hardly that. I don't believe that our work is awesome. I just think it's fun to do. How about that? Hey, I'll gladly give credit where it's due, and it is definitely due there. Like I said, you all are ingenious for figuring out such a simple yet effective product to a very simple yet mundane problem that every turner has. We're always like trying to think of something to stick in there, stick paper towels, chamois. This works well. I've got a customer, or you've got a customer for life with me. I'll be to order some of my own. I would like to get some custom embroidery done if you all do that. But it's just like car wax. It's actually McGuire's car wax. Yeah, if you use McGuire's, that's exactly what that is. That's McGuire's Gold Glass. It's for its car wax. Ah, hardly. Momo is the awesome one. You all are the members that make incredible pens. All we do is make cylinders full of resin. Sometimes we just try to make them shiny and make them colorful. If they were all the same and they were all black, these aren't the days of Henry Ford. Henry Ford said you can buy a Model A in any color. You can own a Model A in any color you want, as long as you buy it in black. Thanks, Steve. I don't like to take any credit for anything. I'll give the credit where it's due. You can use some of that wax and just rub it on by hand and rub it off quickly by hand. It would definitely keep them clean and shiny. Rich people's wax. Come on, Darren found it for $4 on clearance at his AutoZone. It's not rich people wax. The paste wax is. I don't use it anymore after discovering the gold glass. I'll agree with you on the paste wax being rich people's wax. There was a time that it was only $3 a container, and now if you find it, it's $150 or more. Thank you, Momo. Thank you so much. We're blessed to know you as well. Can't even find it. What do I need to buy it and make it a link? $18. Uh, I tell you what, Steve, I'll give up lunch one day so that I can buy you a can of wax. Holy cow. Come on. We've made how many pens with it? And I make them off the air with it as well. I mean, there's easy 200 or 300 pens to a container of wax. Come on, it's 16 in Washington. No way it's more expensive than Pennsylvania than it is in Washington. Usually everything's more expensive on the West Coast. Rich man's wax. Ha! Brain wrecked. I tell you what, you all are a riot. Stephanie, I try to help him. When I call and talk to him, I try to give him good ideas on how to be patient and be polite and be quiet and not get himself in the doghouse. He doesn't listen. He'll bury himself in a matter of seconds. He won't listen. Listen, Linda. See that? That's the stuff that's going to get you shot, Steve. This is going to be a proof of concept prototype. So bear with me. It should be slick. And it should be the first that I know of. I don't know of anyone else that does it. And if it's first, then you all are the first ones to see it. We can do it again with more colors and more prep time. Joe, you should be a member of the group. Yes. You have to be a member of the group in order to be in the competition. Braden and Nicole are. I think it was only $14 at my local Walmart when I bought it. All right. We're going to polish this up after we let it blush up. Steve. Facebook is free, Joe. Come on. Okay. Polish this up, and it will have very much a ceramic look. This is a different resin that we use for this product to make the white. The white is great for inlays. The white is great for like scrimshaw type work. It's great for segmenting work. This piece was a 7/8 because I wanted a chunkier one for a reason. Okay, so everybody sees that this looks like a white, very basic shape diamond pen. It would have to be made thicker for what I'm about to show you. Like I said, this is the only one, the first that I notice has been done. If you notice the little bit of yellow in the middle, you'll see why. Take our bushings out. Let me get my other hardware that's needed. Okay, if I don't have any glue sticking it together, it should work. All right. Right? Okay. You ready? Hold on. Let me put the other piece in it. This can be used with two different types of hardware. I happen to have it in my favorite, but if you don't like it and you like it in a roller ball, you can do that as well. But this also makes it super handy if you want to take something on the road and you need to be able to put it in your purse. It works very well for that. Steve's case, he puts his in his purse. Okay, here we go, right? Set. Look at this. It's a diamond pen that screws apart with an ink pen inside. You have all the comfort of your diamond pen and can write with it. Like I said, this can be used with a roller ball as well. How cool is that? It's a diamond pen and there's a roller ball attachment. I just have to put a fountain pen attachment in it. But it can be a diamond pen, writing pen. It has bushings in the end to put your diamond pen. I didn't take the black off of them. Oops. This is a triple start, so it lines up in one spot best. Diamond pen, writing pen. Ta-da! The very first. I don't know of anyone else that's tried it. This is using the Bullseye hardware pen kit. I apologize for being very rudimentary, but it is the very first time. This is the prototype. I don't know of anyone else that's tried it. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, Darren. Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, Jenny. So, going forwards, will you be taking orders for those? Here's the question that I have of morality. We don't sell diamond pens. So, the question remains, is this a diamond pen or is this a writing pen? You can use it the diamond dot with, diamond paint with, and actually the hardware inside gives it a little bit of weight. $40. But you can diamond paint with it. This is using a Parker refill or fountain pen. You can make it a full 6 inches if you like. This one's about 5.5, 5.25. Rosin, I'll hook you up with one. But to me, this is a writing pen. But it is a writing pen and diamond pen. And I'll make some plugs to go in the inside so that you don't see the transparency. That one you don't see into, but in this end you do. I'll make a plug for it. Not a big deal. This is a multi-tool. Yeah, it's a hybrid. It's a writing pen, but you can also use the diamond pen. Thank you, Denise. Thank you very much. Hey, T-Rex. The Inspector Gadget pen. Bazinga! And Darren, I think you are somebody that will get that reference. You're right. We're going to call it that. The Inspector Gadget pen. All in favor of seeing more of this for sale? Let Momo know. Let us know. We can probably try to make a couple more. But hopefully it inspires the other makers to make some and you all can purchase some from them. I enjoy spreading the wealth more than I do just keeping it all for ourselves. All we ask is that if you make one, give us credit for being the original and where you saw it. I'd like to see this YouTube blow up. Rosalind, you bear with me and let me work on another idea. I'll make one in transparent green or blue as a diamond dot writing pen or diamond painting writing pen. Denise, haha, I would suggest an opaque blank so that you don't see any of the hardware inside. But you all get to see the very first one that I know of. Why do I not sell diamond pens? So when we started selling blanks and getting into this community, there were several diamond pen groups that we got involved with that we supply blanks to that have been very good to us. And I made them the agreement when I started that I would not sell diamond pens and compete against them because of them helping us get a start. I have kept that agreement for a few years. The groups that I got involved with, the one that I'm still involved with, two that I'm still involved with from the beginning, I still honor that. I don't go back on my word, even if it costs me money, even if it costs us money. You know, my grandpa raised me in the days that a man's word meant something. We try to see that through. I'm sure we could make money at selling diamond pens, but I can't buy good people to have around me. We'll make money some other way. Thank you. Thank you all for it. I mean, we didn't do it for any compliments. It's just the right thing to do. And in today's society, you don't see much of it anymore. It used to be common. People are very self-centered anymore. We'd much rather sell you a blank than let you make a pen or have Steve or Marquetta or somebody make a pen for you after something we make. You know, spread the wealth around, let everybody make money, let everybody be happy. And you get to see a lot of other makers. Some people are far more creative than we are. I don't have the time to turn as much as I would like to. I enjoy casting. Yeah, Denise will want one. Thanks, Pam. You're somebody that gets it. You understand. It's like what we give away to veterans and help veterans and other stuff like that. My goal is to be good to everyone, not to be greedy. Life's already full of crappy people. We don't need to add to that. Thank you, Momo. Like I said, this is a very raw prototype. Got a slight off center here. Obviously black on the ends, but give me a little bit of time and I've got another idea that will work a little better. Old school. Yeah, I was raised by my grandpa. He was born in 43, and I was fortunate enough to be raised by him and instilled with a lot of old school values, Steve and Glenn. It's unpopular these days, but it's the right thing to do. Hey, that's what teach my kids, Michelle. You put out good karma every day and all day. Eventually, it will pay you back when you least expect it. All right. Normally, we would run our live until 9 p.m., but I really need to get some stuff packed so you all have product to compete with. And I need to do a couple things to be able to get my wife this evening. She's feeling much better, and we thank you all for the comments and the concerns and the prayers and the love and everything that you all poured out. Bear with me, and we'll be back to a full term 2 hour live as well. Hey, Andrew. Thanks for joining us. Thank you. I'll gladly teach anyone that wants to make this. All we ask is you tag us in it. My wife is doing better. Not perfect, but much better. And here's the green one that we will give away tomorrow. Hey, thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And here's Ashley's request. And also check out Third Gen Pen Shop. So I'm using, get a lathe buddy. That's what this is. And I have a purple one. They're awesome. Thank you, Denise. Pick you. Doug, you want to win the clear one? I'll make a bunch of sea glass and uranium glass and great stuff. Thank you all so much. Rosalind, when you receive your pen tomorrow, let me know. Thank you. I'm going to take this one apart again. Ta-da! Fountain pen, or you can put a rollerball insert in it. Either way. Thank you. Thank you all so much for the continued prayer and opportunities. We look forward to seeing you all every week. Thanks again. Thank you, Rosalind. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Have a good evening.